There's something so satisfying about clearing out the old, dusty, and forgotten and making way for the new, fresh, and exciting. If you're like me, your camper van might be in desperate need of a deep clean. Hi, I'm Katina with Gypsy Wander, your guide to living full-time on the road. Stick around because I'm about to take everything out of my van, including my RoadLoft conversion kit.
I've been living on the road for over a year and have never done a deep clean of my van, so it's time. Between the crumbs and spills, muddy boots, sand, and wind, it's no wonder our camper vans can quickly turn into chaos. When you're on the go, it's easy to just shove everything into a storage bin and deal with it later. But later always seems to turn into never, and before you know it, your camper is a mess. One of the biggest challenges I face is keeping the storage areas organized. You know, those tiny cubbies and crevices that are supposed to keep everything tidy, but somehow always seem to turn into black holes. It's like a game of camper Jenga. You never know what's going to come crashing down when you try to pull something out. As the seasons change, it's not just the clutter that's a problem, it's the dirt and grime that build up over time. Now that all my stuff is out, it's time to take out my RoadLoft. The RoadLoft is a removable product and is installed non-permanently. It does not involve any modifications to the vehicle. First, I'm going to remove the library section that connects the bench to the main structure. I'm going to back off the stability legs on each side that keep the RoadLoft from shifting side to side while driving. You can turn these by hand or use a flathead screwdriver to loosen them from the inside. Now it's time to remove the back drawers. Before the drawer is removed, I need to unlock the drawer slide. Then the drawer piece lifts up and out. I could leave the legs on the drawer units if I was simply going to store the RoadLoft in my garage, but the legs are easily removed by removing one steel pin from the underside. It works best to grab the pin with a pair of pliers and work the pin out. Once the leg is off, you can store the leg and the drawer box inside the forward cube. I repeat this process for the second drawer unit, needing a little more strength for removing the pin in that section. I've had my RoadLoft in my van for over a year and a half with full-time use. This is the first time I've ever removed it. The condition and ease of removal after that long is really amazing. I can now place the drawers fully inside the forward unit and place the tops back on. If I still had my third row seats installed, I could simply pull the unit back and it would rest right on top of those stowed seats. I could place the bench portion on top and leave the RoadLoft unit inside my van until I was ready to use it again. This would allow me to use the second row seats. If you didn't want to leave your RoadLoft inside your van, you could simply remove it and store it in your garage and have full use of all the seats in your minivan. Storing your kit takes up minimal space. Now that my van is empty, it's time to get rid of the dirt and grime that has accumulated over the past year and a half. Vacuuming, wiping down the sidewalls, and making everything clean and fresh once again. My van is a 2006 Toyota Sienna, specifically purchased to be used as my full-time home on wheels. So I have removed all the seats except for the driver's seat and cut the unnecessary seat belts. Now I have a clean slate and I'm ready to rebuild my minivan camper. Want to see how my RoadLoft is installed? I'll be back next week with a video on installing a minivan RoadLoft kit.
Until then, stay wild and free.